How it do, folks? Welcome to Booze and Chill. I'm your host Raymond, and today we're going to be talking about Jumanji 1995. We're also going to be reviewing a beer because that's what we do here in the channel. So let's go ahead and let's great. Let's jump straight into that because we're reviewing the entire movie. We're also going to be drinking some interesting Christmassy stuff. Nothing to do with Jumanji, but I'll explain right after. So, when you accidentally hit the wrong button, let me tell you. Let's set that mood, guys. There we go. A little funky, a little funk, a little beats, a little here and there. How's it going, folks? Raymond here from Booze and Chill. And today we are going to be reviewing the entire movie of Jumanji. 1995 Jumanji, not that Dwayne The Rock Johnson and what's the little midget's name again? Kevin Hart. No offense to small people, or I don't know what the proper terminology that they prefer, but you get the point, right? You get the point. So today, again, we're going to be working on, let me go ahead and show you what it is that we are going to be reviewing. This is called the freaking Samuel Smith's Welcome Welcome Inter Ale, not to be confused from to Samuel Adams. This is Samuel Smith. I'm going to go ahead and start popping it open. So excuse me. It's been hard for me to look for seasonal beers, like something that has to do with December, the holidays and whatnot. And this was just kind of like lucky. This is so lucky that I even fucking found this at all. I've only been running into the St. Arnold's Christmas Ale, which I've reviewed in the channel before. I don't have the link in the description, but I'll somehow put it up somewhere after this is over. And yeah, this is just lucky. I got lucky finding this. So let's go ahead and pop this open. And this one's pretty cool because I've never seen, I might have heard about the Samuel Smiths because it rings a bell, but I've never seen this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you one more time here. This is what we are working on. Very Christmassy, very wintry, very, December Eve. So let's go ahead and start popping open so we can start with the beer review. I'm not even sure if it's pop or not. It's wrapped in foil, but to my not surprised because I figured it would have been pop, not twist. You know what I actually forgot? My goddamn glass. I should probably, before, because I'm gonna have to pause this just to go get that. But before I do that, I have to say that this movie review was actually requested, and let me just go ahead and quickly get that name. I'm super bad at names, so don't take anything that I do here literally, because again, I'm just horrible at names. Where are you, bro? This was a request by a fan who asked me to do this. When was it? This was like about, I'm gonna say like almost since October 30th. Since October 30th. Since October 30th, I was asked to do a review on this movie, but because I'm a busy guy, regular job, 95 stuff like that, family guy, not the show but me, and finally got around to it. And this one is for Mr. Nick Apolweski. Please let me know if you are watching, good sir, if I completely butchered the shit out of your last name. So this one's for you, bro. So before we get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and wait a tick. Hello, Alex. What's up, bro? Glad you're on. But we're gonna go ahead and, holy shit, I almost exited out of this goddamn thing. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna take a quick, not a quick break, but I'm gonna go ahead and what's it called, get my glass, because that's what I forgot here. There's a story as to why I forgot, and I will get into that again as soon as I get right back. So just give me 1 sec, and we'll go on with the show. And back. All right. Got the glass, guys. Got the glass. The official beer tasting glass. So let's go ahead, pour this some bitch. So the reason what is that? The second time I get to use my intermissions. So the reason why I forgot is because I literally just got home like about 15 minutes ago. We were out Christmas shopping at the fucking mall. And if you all know, Christmas shopping, it's a bitch, let me tell you. So, we got the first pour. I'm already picking something up. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and rinse my palate. Leave in the comments if you guys are Jumanji fans, because that's what we're reviewing after we're done with this. So let's go ahead and start with that smell, shall we? Whoa, I kept looping on me there for a second. That was my bad. But also, I have to give a shout out to the Patreon members. Thank you to Mr. Matthew C. Paca and Alejandro Mendoza, which is the senor in the chats right now. Got to give a shout out to him. Mr. Hallberg, where have you been, sir? Where have you been? Oh, yeah, work, bro. Ah, man. You know what? This next beer's for you. There's 4 of them. This first one's for you, sir. For you. All for you. So, let's do that smell. Again, this is the Samuel Smith Winter Welcome Ale. It's quite the sticker on it. It's got a lot of stuff on it going on it. Everything's like very packed in. But yeah, let's see what this winter ale is about. Holy shit. So I failed to mention that this is it even says on the back here, it says strong beer, 6% alcohol. I mean, it's not that high though. It's not that high. It's not ridiculously high. But you can smell the 6% in there. I definitely smell. Let's see what we're supposed to pick up on here. I smell some. It smells very weedy. Smells. Kind of has a hint of like some barrel aged. Like it's been barrel aged. I mean, kind of when you pick up when you smell like a good bourbon. Kind of like that. That's what I'm getting out here. Now let's see. What are we supposed to pick up on the smells, as well as the what's called the palates? Let's see what we're supposed to get here. Let's see. It's straight from the UK. Also, it says it is supposed to be. I think I read somewhere that this is like a limited edition or some shit like that. Let's see. It's a lot to read. Here we go. It's got a full body resulting from fermentation in stone Yorkshire squares. The luxurious malt character, which will appeal to a broad range of drinkers. It's balanced against whole, dried, fuggle, and golding hops. Nuances and complexities that should be, contemplated before and open fire. Okay. I mean, that's not exactly. All it says is that you're just supposed to pick up very multi characteristics. Like I said, I did pick up that woody, that like almost like a barrel aged type of ale, which is a thing. I reviewed possibly like 2 or 3 of them already here. Oh, I see some more comments in here. Had some, whoop, shit. Here we go. Had some crazy things going on with moving, etc. Freaking working second shift. Fucking bummer, man. I mean, whatever you gotta do, man. Whatever you gotta do. Big fan of this movie. Oh, sweet. El Spider, La Araña, Jose. Or, no, that sounds stupid. But what's going on, man? What's going on? But yes, like almost like a barreled aged type of smell to it. Okay, now I can smell them all. It's really, for a ale that's described to that you're supposed to pick up mostly malt. I'm not picking it up as much. I'm picking up something like I said, like the woody kind of notes. Let's see if we pick it up when it comes right down to the best parts of these reviews. Y'all know what's up. And that's the tasting. Cheers to you, to all of you, to Mr. Holleberg, and all of you in the chat right now. Cheers to you all. Let's go. Ooh. You know, for an ale that's very decorated nicely, very wintry, very aesthetic. It's a very aesthetic bottle, right down to the foil that it's got on here. For an ale that's like that, it's I'm gonna say it. I was expecting just a little bit more oomph to it. I'm not saying it's bad, but okay. Second sip is a little bit like it's kicking in a little bit more. You taste the kick of the 6.0 ABV. You taste the malt. You taste that malt, like straight up. You also get, what is that? Just very woody. I don't pick up those woody smells. I'm sorry, I don't pick up the woody in the palate. I picked it up in the smell, but not in the palate. If anything, it's very smooth, extremely smooth. Not very carbonated either, as you can see here. But for a malty lager, I guess, it makes sense. And the color's nice. I like the color. Kind of like a caramelly, urbandy kind of color. Is that urbandy? Is that what the color I'm thinking of? Anyways, it's Cheers, Mr. Hallberg, sir. May your job be ending very, very soon. This sip's for you, sir. Cheers, Sir Alex. Sir Alex. We're gonna have fun with this movie review. It's again, this one is going out to Nick. I'm bad at pronouncing and rating apparently. Nick Opolwaski. So, Mr. Opolwaski, if you are here, this is for you, sir. Again, sorry for taking so damn long, but you know, I just got a lot of things going on, you know what I mean? But hey, I dedicate this entire life just for this movie. And lucky for you, it's a personal favorite when I was a kid. Above all, the reason why, fucking Robin Williams. Huge fan of Robin Williams. May that funny bastard rest in peace, man. Love the motherfucker, dude. Okay. That's really all I can pick up. Excuse me. From the winter ale. Like I said, I was expecting a little bit more out of it. It's not bad. It's just for the packaging, which I should probably show you all. This motherfucker only comes in a pack of 4. And a small pack of 4. Look at that packaging, man. It's but apparently it again, it comes from the UK. It comes from the UK from a very old brewery, which is called the Samuel Smith, the old brewery Samuel Smith. Since 1758, this brewery. Now, my question is, which one is the most oldest brewery? Because apparently, Yingling has been going on for a long time, and apparently so has Samuel Smith. Maybe that could be a video idea. You never know. Leave it in the comments. Does that sound good? Which one's the most OG and most oldest brewery? And yeah, maybe we could talk about that. But as far as this beer right here, it's definitely, like I said, it's not entirely special as the package is. Again, it's refreshing. Don't get me wrong. And for a drink that's not so carbonated, it's got a nice mouth feel in the tongue. It's very bubbly. But again, not very. It doesn't look very carbonated, like I said. But once it's in there, it's got a nice mouth feel. It's very. It goes down like water. So that's dangerous. Now I'm thinking about it. Because it's so fucking smooth, and with an ABV of 6%. Yeah, these and I'm planning on downing these 4. Downing these 4, guys. What do you think about that? Cheers. It's very light. It's very light, man. Flavor's a little bit light. Very malty, slight. There's a little bit of bitterness at the end, but I think that might be the woodiness that I was picking up in the smell. Also, the weedy, malty, and just crispy, smooth, nice mouthfeel. It's dangerous. Yeah, if you sip this and you think like, this piece of cake, and then next thing you know, you're in the 4th one and you're speaking in cursive. Or at least that was what I said when the first time and last time I ever got completely fucked up. That was the first and last time. But we'll save that story for another time. Now, since we've done the beer review, because there's a few of them, but you know, I'm gonna drink them as we go while we review this Jumanji movie. We're not gonna do it how we usually have been doing it. We're just gonna talk it right through, and of course there'll be clips here and there of the movie itself. So let's see. The movie The movie starts off with was it two kids, and I can't seem to remember the year here. Give me a second. I'm not talking about the year when the movie came out, though. I'm talking about the. Oh, here we go. In 1969. This movie was in I'm sorry. This movie did not come out in 1969. It started off in 1969. I'm sorry. No, that was when Alan Parrish came out. When the fucking. I'm talking about the very beginning of the movie. Let's see. So it starts off with two kids, right? Starts off with two kids burying the goddamn Jumanji game out in the middle of the woods and riding carriages. It's that old, the game. Possibly much more ancient. They never actually described how old the game was. But judging by, its supernatural powers that it carries, I don't know. It could be older. It just, I don't know. It could be from hell. I don't know. You never know. It's a kid's movie, so I mean, yeah, possibly not hell, but somewhere close. So yeah, it starts off with the two kids. 1869. That was the year. 1869. The setting starts with those two kids are burying the game, and yeah, they're just trying to get fucking rid of it. And you can tell that they are just completely fucking terrified. And I love it when they actually put in the dirt in the hole, and as they're burying it, one of the kids go. I think he asked with the other kid. So, what if somebody finds it? And the older kid is like, "May God have mercy on their soul." That was a good line, man. That was a pretty good line. And then, don't mind the barking. That's my dog. And then it goes on to what was it? 1969. That was when we get introduced to Alan Parrish, aka what's it called? Oh, it's not Robbie Williams, but it's the I don't know the name of the kid. Give me a second here. Again, leave it in the comments, guys, if you are fans of the movie. Let me see here. Who played the little kid? Adam Hannenberg? Adam Hannenberg. Adam Hannenberg is his name. And we get introduced to Adam Hannenberg, aka young Alan Parrish. And you see he's just like your average, happy-go-lucky kid. Well, maybe not so lucky because he gets chased down by like a group of bullies on bikes, right? And then, there's a little chase in the beginning, and then ends up at Alan's dad's business, which is, I believe, was a shoemaking company. It was a shoemaking company. And I see some comments in here. Give me a sec here. Can't seem to read it. Oh, here we go. Two jerkish kids. It was a group of them. 1891. It was I forgot what year it was. But yeah, it was the one. It was the one I said. And the reason why I know I'm right is because I actually have the actual thing going on right here, because I know I'm gonna forget some shit. But thank you though. Thank you. So again, he goes into his dad's shoemaking company, and that's where we get to see another character. Oh, we don't see his dad there yet. First person we see is, let me get the dude's name here for a sec. Where are you? Oh, thank you. Bye. I got pizza. Woohoo! We're gonna eat pizza while I review this. So that's fucking cool. Anyways, the first guy that we get is what is his name? Oh, Carl Bentley, who plays I'm sorry, David Allen Greer. David Allen Greer, who plays Carl, the guy who got the idea to make that what looks to be like the very first Jordan fucking shoe. And then, long story short, it completely gets destroyed thanks to Alan, and for being I guess for being a little bitch, for running and hiding. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. It was an accident. And then that scene where the shoe gets destroyed, we get introduced to Alan Parrish's dad, which is played by, what is your name? Jonathan Hyde. He plays Russell. Russell being the dad again. I'm actually a fan of that dude. I loved him in Jumanji, where he played the butler. Dude, good movie. This is so nice. I love it. I see comments. The film was released in 1995, and according to the internet, the board game was loosely based off the movie. Interesting. That's badass. And where was I? So again, we meet the dad, and he's all pissed off because the shoe got destroyed. Well, actually, the shoe destroyed the machine. It got destroyed in the machine, and it messed up the machine in the process. And you stop mass production like that, and of course you might get your ass fired, which is exactly what happened. But we don't find that out until later on. But it's why. Excuse me. Oh man. And so yeah. And let me go ahead and show you guys. This is the dad, Russell. Again, I love the guy in fucking what's it called? Oh, Pepperoni. Richie Rich. We played the butler. Excellent. I think as far as me as a kid, I've only known this guy to play a lot of family and kid type of movies. I've never actually seen the guy in a serious movie. Now I think about it. Oh shit. Sorry about that. But anyways, and so continues on to Alan running away because his papi got mad. I'm looking at the wrong camera. So he fucking hauls it once again, runs away from his problems. That's what this beginning of the movie teaches you: to run away from your problems. You don't have to solve them. Just fuck it, run away. Apparently, so he runs, stumbles upon this construction site, and he hears the boom, 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 boom. If you've seen Jumanji, those drums, and it leads him to this part deep inside of this construction site. Goes into this section where it's been buried, and he's digging and digging. Lo and behold, the Jumanji game. The drums stop. I see another comment. Richie Rich, yes. Oh man, I loved him in that movie. The guy who plays the dad, fucking great dude. And so he gets the game, takes it home. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna take a bite of this pizza. If you think about it, I'm literally covering everything that I do in the channel in this one live. Will it pair well with the winter ale? We'll see. By the way, if you're wondering, Peter Pepper Pizza. That's what this is. Okay. Takes the game home. And then there's a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Little Alan Parrish is he's just that kid, right? I said happy-go-lucky in the very beginning, but he's that kid that's just that misunderstood kid. Even at home, dad's all like, raised by school full of boys, stuff like that. And he just got a stick up his ass, the dad, right? And he wants his kid to go to the same schools as he did, so he can become the man that he is today. Which, as history has taught us anything, I don't think anybody wants to become their parents. Honestly, you just want to be your own person, right? And that's what Alan Parrish is, aiming at. But that's the relationship that they got. And fast forwarding to where we see the next character, which is which one is it? Sarah Whittle, but young Sarah Whittle, who is being played by Laura Bell Bundy, which, by the way, if you see her picture like now, not bad looking. Just saying, boys. Excuse me. So yeah, we get the Sarah Whittle, young Sarah Whittle, and then little young Aaron Parrish introduces her to what he found in the construction site, and that is where they go ahead and start playing the Jumanji game, and that is where they see that's where they drop their first two pieces, and that's where you see the whole, that thing it does where it's like, and it just stays. So that happens, and then excuse me, guys, this pizza's calling my name. And leave in the comments, guys, Jumanji fans, pizza fans, beer fans, where are you at? Leave in the comments. I'm not even going to apologize for eating in front of you, because I haven't eaten. Now, I'm going to take a pause in this here review, and I'm going to go ahead and see if it pairs well with this here winter welcome mail. Cheers. I was looking at the wrong camera the entire time. Sorry about that, guys. As you can see, I'm drinking, eating, live streaming, reviewing, camera changing, all at once. So it's I think it's okay for me to sip at once. And I'm gonna try this one more time. It seemed to hit good at first, but let's move along. And so they're playing the game, and the first roll they get, nothing really happens. At least not yet, right? First roll is Mrs. Sarah, little Sarah. Little Sarah goes first. You hear bats, right? Nothing happens. And then you get the second row, which is the most like to me, it's like the most legendary quote of the movie. And you know what that is? In the jungle, you must wait until the dice reach 5 or 8. And that is where little Alan Parrish disappears into the world of Jumanji. And I'm not talking, again, Dwayne and what's his face? I just said his name not too long ago. That one, that other movie. We're not talking that world. We're talking Jumanji world, which they never got into, which is fine, because what was happening outside the game was just as interesting. Plus, it would have been just like a Tarzan movie at that point, maybe. Except, Tarzan being a little rich boy who just happened to get sucked into a game. Cheers, guys. Excuse me. I gotta say, it's okay with the pizza here. There are beers that pair well with food. This is not one of them. It's not too crazy, right? Oh, you in there too? Nice. Kevin Hart, thank you. Thank you. Kevin Hart. Dwayne and Kevin Hart. Dwayne Kevin Hart. Gotta fucking remember that. And so yes. Leonard Paris gets sucked in. Years pass, and how many years pass in the game? Let's see. I think it was like 26 years, I want to say. Let's see how exactly it is. Leave in the comments if you guys know how long it passed before we get the next characters or the next players of the Jumanji game. Let's see. I also failed to mention that once Alan Paris gets sucked in, the first roll, the bats, fucking scare the shit out of little Sarah. Runs out, and that's where we get the door closes, and that's where we get the new characters or new players. Excuse me. Okay. So, 3 years later, and it is about 26. I was right. 26 years later. It was 1995 when Judy Peter found the game. Oh yeah, but I was mentioning 26 years. Yeah, see? Yeah. It was 26 years. I assume you're watching it as we're doing this. Possibly. Or just Googling. But yeah, it was 26 years later. And 26 years later, we get introduced to the newest players or characters. And that is Judy and Peter. Judy played by Kristen Dunst and Peter played by Bradley Pierce. I think everybody is very, very familiar with Kristen Dunst. First movie that comes to mind with her is Bring It On. That's yeah, Bring It On. Anyways, and so yes, New York was my best friend. That's everybody's best friend. And yeah, so we get introduced to those new characters. And they're buying the old parish house, which, by the way, is like a fucking mansion. Like, I don't know what this. I think it was like I think it was an aunt that they were living with, because the backstory to these two characters is that their parents passed away from a car accident or some shit like that, and they are adopted by the aunt. And this aunt just, like, you know, walks in there and is like, I like it, I want it. And if y'all remember the house that the parishes lived in, it's fucking massive, man. It's fucking massive. And anyways, we get introduced to them, and the kids, you know, they're scavenging around the house, and then eventually they hit their first scare. The first scare is a bat. They see a bat, or they hear a bat or some shit. So they hire like some sort of what's it called? What are they called? Not exterminator, but those people that check out the, like, wildlife and stuff like that. What am I doing here? What's going on with this? There's a little glitch going on here. Oh, I saw that. I remember her in Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Mary Jane. You are correct, sir. Animal control. Yes, thank you. So they run to the first bat. So they call animal control. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Alex. And so they go up in the attic. Guy searches around. They find nothing. You know, whatever. But then they get the goddamn drums. Those goddamn drums, man. That boom, 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 boom. And so they hear the drums, and then they start doing their own little personal investigation, and then so they find the goddamn game. I totally took a bite of another pizza while that was going on. So they find the game, and so they do what any kid would do with the game. They start playing it. Just like Aaron Parrish and little Sarah get the pieces, and they just boom, 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 attract into the board. Like it has its own soul. Does Jumanji? Actually, no, that's a stupid question. Never mind. And so, so yeah, it starts off with the four. Now we got 4 pieces on: Sarah, Alan, Peter, and Judy. They start rolling this goddamn thing. They start rolling, and shit starts to get too real. First thing that they do get are those goddamn mosquitoes. Oh my god. I can't tell you how much I fucking hate mosquitoes. I'm gonna finish this. Fucking mosquitoes, man. Like, there's nothing more annoying. Actually, now that I think about it, what's more annoying? Flies or mosquitoes? Leave it in the comment. But yeah, imagine fucking mosquitoes the size of, like, this Millennium Falcon. Possibly even bigger. Just, like, trying to fucking suck the life out of your fucking face, you know what I mean? So they get those first, and they manage to not get their fucking arteries sucked out by these fucking things, and then so they decide, you know what, it would be smart. Let's go ahead and roll again. But eventually, to be fair, they do find out that they kind of had to end the game to stop all the fucking madness. So, to be fair, because I mean, I think anybody would have just, like, you know, said fuck this and try to burn the motherfucking thing. Which brings me to my question: why did they never think about doing that? I guess it's like the Ouija board. Like, everybody tells you, don't burn the Ouija board after playing it, or don't burn the Ouija board, period. So Jumanji is kind of like the Ouija board, except, you know, not demonic. You get rampaged by animals. So they go at it again, and then they get what's it called? They start picking up the. I'm sorry, that's the wrong clip. Sorry, guys. They get the monkeys, bro. They get the goddamn monkeys. Those monkeys, man. You gotta love monkeys. Monkeys are cool. That's the second rule. And then again, I think by that point they already realized that they kind of have to keep going. I think it was Sarah, the one that was reading the instructions, and so they go again, and they get my favorite, because my favorite is the monkeys, grown up Alan Parrish, of course, and then they get the freaking lion, bro. They get Alan Parrish and the lion. Now, I do question why grown up Alan Parrish came out to begin with, because the third role, it describes, you know, a lion. It never says anything about, you know, a homeless hippie looking guy. You know what I mean? Hence Robin Williams and the outfit when he gets out of the game. But, you know, that's probably one of the only questions that I have about this movie. It's like, why did the game release young or old Alan Parrish when it wasn't even near close to describing him and the game? I mean, they suck your blood and they leave you with irritated skin. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, flies are just like, they just shit everywhere, I guess. It's all in nice movies and rules. Don't burn a board game. Don't cheat in the game. Don't feed the gremlins after midnight. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Peter rolled a 5. But that's the one where they he releases the tiger, I assume. I don't remember the roll for this one. Of course, I only know the 5 or 8. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I just got it. I just got it. But yes, so we get the tiger, the lion, which looks pretty fucking badass for like the effects that were in back in the 90s. I'm gonna take another bite here, guys. Cheers. And so the lion, an old Jungle Book looking Alan Parrish motherfucker. They meet, but of course, Robin Williams being the lead character, you know he's got to take down the lion. Traps him in a room somewhere, and that's where they meet the young little Sarah and Peter. Very funny how they meet. They're just fucking terrified of him. And this part gets a little bit more sad on account of that old Alan Parrish is back in his own home, empty, no parents, and it's just completely, it's old. It's been, it was empty for years. And for somebody who has run away for 26 years and expects to, come back and find their mom and dad, it's, sucks. But again, if you recall to the Jumanjis with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris Rock, I'm not Chris Rock. What? I'm telling you, the name's Kevin Hart. Time works differently in the game than it does out here, so that makes sense. They explain that in those movies, and so yeah, we get a very sad Jungle Book looking Alan Parrish coming back to a house without his parents, finds out that they're dead, and it's just sad, man. But again, props to Robin Williams. He just everything that he was in, everything that he would do, anything he would touch, it would just turn to gold. So this one's for you, Robin Williams. May you rest in peace, you funny son of a bitch. And so he of course he's ecstatic at first, but then reality hits, and it's just like, yeah, it's pretty shitty. And then we jump into let's a little fast forward a little bit. There's a scene where he actually, because he comes back with a big old fucking bush of a beard, trims it off, comes out of the bathroom, and is like completely like, well, when you shave and you don't do it right, you got the toilet papers all over your fucking face. That's fucking hilarious. And what's it called? I think that was right when he realizes that his mom did. Oh no, scratch that. He runs to his dad's old shoe company. That's what happened. He runs to his shoe company, and he meets this old man. I think he was like homeless or some shit. He asked the homeless guy, like, what happened? Like, what happened to the shoe company? Tells him the sad story that his dad closed it down because he was never around on account of he was searching for his kid, being, him. So wasted all his money and time searching for the kid, young Alan Parrish, and had to close down the goddamn company, because I mean, that's just how that's life. And so they move on. They go to the cemetery. Sees the tombstones, realizes the old guy wasn't lying, and then Oh, and then they run into the mosquitoes again right after leaving the graveyard. And that is when they go right back home. But they barely escape the mosquitoes, by the way. They go back home, and that's where the shaving thing happens, which is hilarious. And that's where we see Robin Williams, just Robin Williams, because just Robin Williams just has like this very, he's got that face, man. He just has that face. He's got that face. So goes home, shaves. Excuse me. And they turn to the goddamn game because it's Jumanji. It's what this whole fucking movie's about. And that's where they sit down, scared to shit, realizes we gotta keep going. We gotta finish it. But realizes it's not any of their turn. Kids are like, then whose turn is it? He goes, Sarah Whittle. And that's where we get introduced to older Sarah. And older Sarah is played by Bonnie Hunt. Bonnie Hunt. By Bonnie Hunt. I love that scene. How she just kind of like fucking passes out. I thought that was hilarious. It just fucking drops dead. Even the kid goes, "You fucking killed her." Not like that, Red, but And so they take her to the house, and they show her the game, and she just fucking freaks the fuck out. Like, she literally jumps over the couch and just starts scoring like this thing. Like, she's like been through like therapies and shit. Like that poor woman, man. I'm gonna have another bite. Cheers, guys. And I believe that she spread, not her, but there was rumors circulating that Alan Parrish's dad murdered him. That's why he was gone, and that's why the parents disappeared. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, got some more comments in here. Robin Williams had what kids nowadays called Riz? To be honest, I have no idea. But I wouldn't be surprised. Riz sounds something Robbie would do. It does sound like something Robbie would do. And so, yeah, she freaks the fuck out, and she tells him like, "Oh yeah, people were saying that your dad killed you. That's why you were gone. That's why your parents disappeared and all this shit and whatever." And so they're like, they had to calm her down. So they sit her ass down, and she's like completely just doesn't want to do it, right? She just doesn't want to play. And Ellen Parrish is like, "Fine, you don't gotta do it. Just give me the dice, and you can go home." He completely fucking cheeses her as she drops the dice, and just does this, lets the fucking dice go, rolls, automatic roll, and that's like the biggest dick move you can do to absolutely anybody. They're like completely petrified of playing something, and you're like, well, shit, too fucking bad. We gotta play anyways. We gotta finish this motherfucking thing. And that's when we get the next shot here, which is the fucking. Oh wait, here. Sorry, wrong one. That was the one. We get that fucking plant motherfucking looking thing. That thing reminds me of what's the name of that fucking movie? Little Shop of Horrors. It gives me Little Shop of Horror vibes. Oh, so much, man. Cheers, guys. So they get that giant man-eating plant thing with Sarah's roll. And, she completely, at that point, she realizes, like, wow, I'm not fucking crazy. I was being, she was, like, being called crazy for, like, 26 years of her life. And, yeah. and yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty fucking funny. And anyways, few moments later, after everything just cools down, they escape the man-eating plant. They fucking jet it out. Actually, no, they roll it again. And they get where's my clips? I think I might have confused my clips. Give me a sec here, guys. That's the one. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. They roll once again, and they get this awesome stampede, man. Awesome stampede. Those are one of my favorite shots when I was a kid. The stampede. I'm gonna take another bite of this, guys. Cheers. Stampede happens. They barely fucking make it, and then there's another roll. And keep in mind, they almost got fucking killed by fucking rhinos and elephants and whatnot. So they all gotta fucking just sit down, chill the fuck out, talk things over, and be like, we gotta keep going. Because at that point, you know, you're just scared shitless. Being chased down by those fucking giant animals. You know, somebody's pants were fucking shit on, right? So they roll again, and we get introduced to this other character, which is being played by the same guy who plays his dad. And I've always found that to be kind of weird, on account of that he already had this rough relationship with his dad, and then he comes back as this guy who's trying to kill his own son. Was kind of also I don't know what word to use here. That rumor about that's Sarah spread about the dad killing the son. I thought that was kind of clever in a way. Now that I think about it now. So, anyways, they show this dude, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this dude's name was Van Pelt. Van Pelt. It was Van Pelt. And he fucking chases Alan out and completely ignores the Sarah, Judy, and Peter, which I've always found a little bit weird. That guy just had it for Alan Parrish, which is kind of fucked up in a way. But anyways, they keep rolling. Give me a sec, guys. I'm actually reviewing all of this as I go, because it's been so long since I've seen this movie. Oh, that's right. It was like this. I want to say stork. This big old stork, out of the fucking blue, takes the game out of Alan Parrish's hand, and fucking chases it, dude. Let's see what we got here. I only got the Hunter Van Pelt first, then Stampede on the next roll. Oh, okay. Okay, then I just got my shit confused here. He had it in for Alan because he rolled the dice to get him out of the game. Okay. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, and I got my notes and stuff, but again, I might have gotten them all mixed up. And so, yeah, I want to say it was like a stork or some sort of fucking pelican or some shit. I don't know my animals very well. Fucking cheeses it out with the board game. They chased it down, and they ended up chasing it down like some sort of river. And Alan Parrish attempts, being that he's got the experience now, being in the world of Jumanji, goes at it first and tries to attempt to steal back the Jumanji game. The little fucking asshole bird, giant fucking asshole bird, just like a fucking cat, just like kicks it into the fucking river. I'm having another sip. Cheers, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of this movie. Let me know if I missed anything at all, guys. Cheers to you, Alex, for arranging that for me. Thank you, sir. Oh man. So the fucking bird kicks it into the river, and Peter saves the day by running after it and pulling off like a fucking acrobatic shit with a tree branch of some sort. Picks it up before it falls into the river fall. Good job, Peter. Good job for doing that. I'm having another bite of the pizza, guys. Excuse me. Having fucking dinner while we're doing it live. This is how we're doing it now, apparently. Is it rude? Nah, I don't think so. And then, after they save the game, I told you know what? I did miss something. What's his name again? The guy who invented what I'm calling the first Jordans. Carl. I totally forgot to mention Carl. They ran into Carl. Wait, this is like rewind. They ran into Carl. He's now working as a policeman. So I completely missed that one. So back to where we were. Police officer Carl, runs into Ellen and the gang for the second time. I believe it was. Leave it in the comments if I'm mistaken. And stops him. At this point, there was so much shit going on, and everything just seemed to lead to Ellen, which is, I think, is exactly what Carl mentioned. So he cuffs him, and while this is happening, Van Pelt with a sniper, like I don't know how fucking far away. You just see the scope, and you hear pew, misses it by a little bit. Alan realizes what's going on. He's like, you know what? Yeah, let's get in the cop car. Let's fucking get the fuck out of here. And he's trying to hint it out to the gang. I don't think they even got it. But they're like, okay, you know what? He's got a plan. Just go with it. Just wing with it. And they have no idea what's going on. I've been looking at the wrong camera. I'm so sorry, guys. And so Alan gets taken away by Carl, police Carl at this point. And Peter tries to cheat his way through the game while all this is happening. And so because he tried to cheat, Jumanji was like, fuck you, little kid. What happened was that the game turned Peter into what could possibly be a small child ape-like character that you would see in the Planet of the Apes. So, yeah, I think I nailed that right. Yeah, that's exactly what little Peter turned into. And then there's it goes on to back to Carl and Alan in the cop car, and Carl is like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's the deal? Every time I run into you, some shit happens. Something's going on. And old Adam Parrish is like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. And so Alan tells him like, oh yeah, well he mentions it by name, and Carl's like, fuck, how do you know my name? And he's like, yeah, well, blah blah blah, this and that. He starts kind of like slowly telling him like, you know this and that, whatever. And then he goes, I'm sorry, man. And he's like, what are you sorry for? And he goes, it's me, Alan. And he's just like, what the fuck? I'm having another bite, guys. Cheers. Woo! My pizza got cold. Luckily, cold pizza, still good. Gonna have another sip of this one, I too. But before that, let's keep it with the review here. So we fast forward into the small town. I forget the name of the town. And there's so much shit going on. Monkeys are all over the place, driving shit, so much shit. And then we get that stampede, not a rampage, stampede with the rhinos and elephants and zebras and whatnot. And then we get I think that shot. I think I might have that shot that they actually used in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a second here. Here we go. Oh man, that shot, man, legendary. So they take back. I'm sorry. They at this point they still have excuse me, the Jumanji game, and Van Pelt gets the upper hand because thanks to a elephant completely squishing a car like if it was a fucking soda can with Ape Peter in there. He just walks up and just like, boom, give me that little piece of shit. Skedaddles off with it to some convenience store of some sort. And that's this part's actually pretty cool. This part is actually super fucking 90s. Because the way that they get back the Jumanji board game is like completely like they completely Home Alone their way throughout this entire thing. There's like some tank of some sort that they launch at him, and then like this whole shelf of like some like couple of shells that just fucking fall on Van Pelt. It was just like so fucking Home Alone bullshit going on, dude. It's hilarious. But again, very, very fucking 90s, dude. You gotta love the 90s when it comes to that. And then it cuts back right back to Alan Parrish and Carl. And he's like, at this point, I think he already had explained to him exactly what happened. And Carl's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna believe you. Just because you say who you are and everything you said was fucking true. And so Alan Parrish cuffs him to his own cop car, runs off, and realizes that shit, I'm afoot. And fucking just pulls Carl in the driver's seat, scoots him over, and they're driving kind of like this. It's hilarious. I'm having another sip, guys. Cheers. And we still got 2 more beers to go. And I'm barely on this. Cheers. And so they're off. They're fucking off. And then again, this cuts back to the convenience store. And I'm sorry, it was a tank that was being launched at Van Pelt, but it was like in a canoe, thanks to Ape Peter. Again, very Home Alone-y, especially if it was being done by a kid. Half ape at this point, but you get the idea. And so they fucking cheese it out of there before Van Pelt, kills him. And let's see. And then we cut back to Alan Parrish and Carl, still hauling it, still looking for these kids. And then there's a funny ass shot of the aunt, Peter and Judy's aunt, at some stop sign, I believe. And you see that stampede just in front of her. While the stampede's happening, a monkey from behind jumps into the car because she, for some reason, instead of staying inside the goddamn car, she jumps out and watches the stampede. So while she's out, the monkey comes in. She's like, okay, like nothing, right? Goes back in, drives. Monkey pops up from behind the seat, and you see the car just kind of like going off the fucking road. And then we're gonna fast forward into the fucking back to the gang. I have my clips here, guys, but I probably should have named them more specifically. But anyways, there's a very serious moment between Ape Peter and Alan Parrish on account of they just went through what they went through, and there's a little serious, little touchy moment with Peter and Alan, and he's all Alan's talking to him like if he's his dad, like, you have a problem, you face it like a man. And little Ape Peter, starts crying and stuff. The part that I like the most is that he goes up to Alan's ear and like whispers something to him, and he's like, "Oh," and you just see him do like, you just see his hands go right down Peter, and you just hear like a rip. Cuts to the next scene, and he's walking with his tail, from coming out of his ass. And I always wondered, like, even as a kid, I wondered, like, where did that tail come from? Because these are the questions you wonder. Even as a kid, I wondered. That tail had to come up from somewhere. Just saying. Cheers. Oh man, I see a comment here. I thought the same thing. Dude, for real. It just makes you think, like, that tail had to come out from somewhere. It had to. Great minds think alike, sir. Great minds think alike. For those of you who are just so happy to be tuning in, today we reviewed the Winter Ale. Welcome to Winter Ale by Samuel Smith. I totally fucked that up for myself. And we're reviewing the Jumanji movie, and we're in the part where they've pretty much have gone through absolutely everything, and they've gone back to the house to finish off the game. I mean, and yeah, that's where we're at. I think I might have a clip. Where are my clips at? Sorry guys, I'm probably gonna skip ahead for a second here. Oh no, I've already been there. Let's see what I got here. Ah, here we go. Yes, they go back to the house and they see this shit. That's when I see that, I think to myself, welcome to the jungle, we got fun games. That's what I think of when I see that part of the movie, because it's exactly what it is. It's a fucking jungle in their house. So cue the Guns N' Roses, bro. Cheers to Guns N' Roses, and to all of y'all, cheers. Okay, so they go into the jungle where they have fun and games. Jumanji is the game. Anyways, so they go back in, and they set the game up. Nobody wants to do it, but it's got to be done, right? According to the rules, it's got to be done to finish the game. So they do the roll. First thing they get, it was a thunderstorm. It was a thunderstorm, not just a regular thunderstorm. This fucking thunderstorm, within like a minute, I believe it was, within a fucking minute, filled up the entire house. But then when you think about it, a storm happening indoors would probably fill up an entire house. Not thinking about it, like really think about it. Like if your house didn't have a roof and no way for water to get out, I believe that. Especially this storm. This storm was fucking gnarly. It was like a waterfall that was coming down the fucking stairs, dude. Which is weird because it was only been like 30 seconds or some shit, and you see that fucking waterfall downstairs. Movies, right? But whatever. and they're it's completely fucking flooded to the point where it's like, you know, it looks like the Rio Grande, except probably not as shitty smelling. And see like this giant crocodile come out of nowhere, and then Alan Parrish stubs his thumb up its ass. No, I'm kidding. That's South Park. I see a comment here. The power of the game. Oh, that's for sure. That's true. That's true. The power of the game. I mean, we saw what the game can do. It can adapt, because like I said, the Dwayne and Kevin Hart Jumanji movies, it literally molded itself into a video game, because that's like the in thing, right? So yeah, you're correct. That fucking game's possessed, dude. It's possessed. Like, it's scary if you think about it. Imagine that shit being real. Imagine the Ouija board having the ability to do that. Fuck that. And I've played the Ouija board. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. So yeah, they flood the entire fucking house, and then I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. They flood the fucking house. The house gets drained because Carl and Peter and Judy's aunt approach the house. They open the door, and they're just like, boom, blasted out, dude. So that's how the house gets drained. Cheers, guys. You know, after beer number 2 of the winter ale, it starts getting a little bit okay. But to be fair, I started off drinking this in a pretty much an empty stomach. Do the math. So anyways, the house gets drained thanks to Carl and the aunt. And so, you know, eventually the gang finds a good spot to continue playing the game, and I believe that was, I think it was the attic. Yeah, I think it was the attic. So they roll again. They roll it again, and I believe they got, I already played that one, I'm so sorry. They got spiders. They got the spiders. And by the way, those fucking spiders, gnarly looking, dude. Imagine getting bitten by one of those motherfuckers. Fuck that shit. Got another comment here. No, thank you. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Like, I'm not even afraid of spiders, but those spiders, like those in particular, like, fuck that. Like, you got, that's like, no, think about it. Those are average sized spiders in Australia, and there's also bigger ones. I know I've seen like a clip or a picture somewhere where a spider was the size of, like, I can't even demonstrate it, but give me a sec. You see this big old square behind me? Well, picture that, but slightly bigger. I've seen clips and pictures of Australian spiders that fucking big, and people are just like, seeing bigger. And I'm just like, no mames. It's fucking crazy, dude. Australia's crazy. I think Jumanji might have been based off of Australia, dude. For reals. Anyways, so yeah, they get the spiders. And then I think there was another roll that caused the attic to, what was it? I think it was like quicksandy, right? It's quicksandy, because I remember there was a shot of Alan's face being squished by the, like this, by the floor. So it turns quicksandy, and I think it was quicksandy, and then for a second it goes back to floor. So he's just literally stuck there. At this point, it's just literally just wood, which is kind of funny. That part was kind of funny. And I think I might have a clip so I can play here. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I do not. Oh, you know what? I fucked up. What happened was that it was the quicksand first, and then it was the spiders. Yeah, it was the quicksand first, and then the spiders. And if you guys can recall to the parts when they got old Sarah back in, they got that man-eating plant, that Little Shop of Horror plant, you know what I was talking about? Cheers. That plant's still lingering. In fact, it was fucking traveling all over the fucking small town. I believe there's even a point where it even might have sucked in Peter and Judy's aunt's car. That's right. That did happen. It just fucking grabbed it with a giant vine, pulled and to two trees, and it just folded like a fucking envelope. Anyways, and the entire time the aunt is just like freaking the fuck out because I think at this point she comes back to the house after being completely flooded the fuck out, and she's in there just completely just petrified. She opens the door, there's a fucking lion, there's vines everywhere, there's shit flying everywhere, and then she runs into Ape Peter. That's the point where she's like, nope, fuck that, I've seen Planet of the Apes. And then she falls back into some closet or some shit. Ape Peter locks her in. It's like, I'll come back for you, I swear. And yeah, so it was the quicksand and then the spiders. And again, remember that the giant fucking Little Shop of Horror plant is still lingering around. And at some point, Judy gets shot with like this poisonous dart by this fucking same plant right in the fucking jugular too. And so she gets shot. Ape Peter is fighting off these like fucking dog-sized fucking spiders with a fucking axe, which is pretty fucking badass. Alan's still stuck on the floor, and Judy is pretty much paralyzed. So things are not looking very hot for the gang, right? So there's giant spiders. The main guy is stuck on the fucking floor, and I believe there's an earthquake, and at this point, the floor that Alan Parrish is stuck on opens up, and just like literally, it was like seeing. It's like seeing the poltergeist. You know that part of the poltergeist where the house just completely combusts? Well, imagine that, but, you know, instead of being sucked into a black hole or whatever, it's just cut and split in half. And Alan Parrish just finally gets free. And there's nice sequences of him, like, Tarzaning his way around the fucking house. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna pour my third. Leave in the comments if you're still around, and if you remember what comes up next. Because this is we have gone to the final part of the movie, guys. The final part of the movie. So since we are about to finish this here Jumanji review, let me go ahead and quickly recap of what we first started. First off, we started off with the Samuel Smith's Winter Ale. Again, it's December, and again, I got lucky finding this goddamn thing. It's been a little bit hard for me to find some December-y, Christmassy beers, but here we go. And now we've been reviewing Jumanji, the 1997 Jumanji, the Robin Williams Jumanji. Again, love the motherfucker. Leave it in the comments if you are Robin Williams fans, as big as Robin Williams fan as I am. Leave it in the comments below. Let's go ahead and finish off this movie review. Because again, we're in the last part of the movie. So after Alan Parrish Tarzaning his ass all around the entire mansion, it's not a house, it's a fucking mansion. He eventually runs into the game, and who stops him from making the last roll is none other than Van Pelt, pointing what looks like I don't even know what kind of gun it is. I'm gonna say an AR-15. I'm not entirely sure what kind of gun he was holding up against him. And so Alan Parrish makes the roll, right? One dice falls into this hole and falls all the way to the first floor of this mansion. And so keep in mind, this is Jumanji. It's magic. It knows what it rolls. So one dice is up way the fuck up here, and the dice is down here. So as they're like saying, like, what they're saying, I don't remember what they're saying. What's it called? Alan Parrish's piece of the Jumanji game slowly moves into the center of the game, right? And then you get Jumanji. You see those beautiful words in there. And he's just like, he looks up at Van Pelt and goes, Jumanji. And then, I see a comment here. Sniper rifle. It's a sniper rifle. Thank you, sir. I'm not a big gun fan, but we've talked about it. But yeah, I should probably get more familiar. But thank you, sir. Thank you. And so, yes. Excuse me. He yells out Jumanji, and Van Pelt's like, what? Jumanji, bitch. Not exactly like that, but you know. And Sarah sees this. Van Pelt picks up the sniper rifle, shoots. She jumps in front of Alan Parrish, taking the bullet for him. That's love right there, by the way. So jumps in front. You see the bullet fucking matrix, like in slow matrix, and yeah, slow motion matrix motion. Stop right about here, in front of fucking of Sarah and Alan, and then you just see it be sucked right back, and that's when you see Van Pelt and basically everything that came out of that fucking game, and this like tornado of a fucking mess of a jungle sucked right back into the fucking game, right? And then let me see, give me a second. I just don't want to miss anything, bro. I don't want to miss anything. I want to see what it is that happens right after, because I don't remember exactly, but if I top of my head, I want to say that once that happened, it goes back to young Sarah and Alan. But before that, take a sip for to you guys, to Mr. Hollenberg, if you're still around, cheers to you, sir. Hope your second shift is over and done with, and you're enjoying a nice cold with us. Cheers. So, yeah, it ends up with young Sarah and Alan Parrish back when they were kids, right back to where they started off playing. And it continues on with with just his regular life as a kid. Except again, it leaves off exactly where they started playing the game, and then you see Alan's dad come back, and it's like, oh, I forgot something. I don't know what it was. And little Alan runs up to him, hugs him, tells him he misses him. He's like, bro, what the fuck you talk about? And they have this small little talk. It's like, I'm sorry, Dad, blah blah blah. Dad's like, yeah, well, you know what, you could be a little shit sometimes, right? So he tells little Alan Parrish, is like, you know what, if you don't want to go to, what was it, if you don't want to go to the boarding school, you know what, fine with me, man. Just do your thing, bro. Do your thing. And of course he continues on to leaving to his do his thing, I mean. And then fast forward, I got a comment here. Forgot my speech loss. Is that what he said? Damn. Actually, now I think about it. Holy shit, you're right. I'm like replaying it. I was like, holy shit, that is what he says. Cheers to you, sir. Good job. That's true. That's true. And so yeah, the dad leaves, and young Alan Parrish is like, wait a minute, Judy and Peter. And Sarah's just like, man, it's 1969. There we go. Bro, it's 1969. They haven't been what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't been conceived yet, bro. she didn't say it like that, right? But I mean, she's been through some shit already, so it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if she were talking like that in this part of the movie. But kid movie, whatever. And then excuse me, little Sarah and Alan go up to a bridge and just dump the fucking game into like some sort of lake, or no, river, some sort. And that's where they have like this little touchy moment. It's like, I've been wanting to do this for a while now. She lays a big ol' smackaroo on him. Fast forwards into the future. Alan and Sarah married, still living in the mansion, of course, right? Sarah ain't gonna fucking marry some other dumbass. Like this son of a bitch has a fucking mansion. I'm kidding. So fast forward, they're in the mansion having a big old Christmas party, and that's where they run into little Judy and Peter, and the parents are alive, because Jumanji changes lives like that. And they mention about going somewhere or something. Give me a sec. Yeah, thank you, sir. Again, thank you so much. They talk about going. Oh my god, they talk about going somewhere. Give me a second. I'm actually. Give me a second. Because I know they mention about going somewhere, and they're like, no, or I don't remember. Oh my god, it's gonna fucking kill me. Give me a second, guys. So anyways, they're meeting him for the first time. Jumanji erasing their memory from everything. Well, to be fair, they weren't even born to begin with, so it's like they were never even there. They were just little ghosts. And so they're like ecstatic to meet him. They're like, And then they mentioned about going to. Give me a second. Oh, okay, skiing trip. A skiing trip, because apparently, young Judy and Peter's dad works for Alan now, and they're like, oh, we're thinking about going on vacation to some skiing trips somewhere. I don't know where the fuck. And they're like, no, which is ironic now that I think about it. Young Peter being a little ape and whatever, and then throwing that line. I think that was kind of an homage, sort of, possibly an homage to Planet of the Apes. And anyways, it ends with the scene of the Jumanji board game out in the middle of fucking nowhere, some ocean or some shit, and zooms in. You hear the drums, and ends. And that ends this live. Wow, I think we're close to almost 2 hours, guys. This is almost 2 hours. This is probably my longest live stream ever. Oh my god. They talk about going to trip to the mountains on Alan and Judy's screen because that's when they have the accident. Oh, okay. That's all right, bro. It's all right. We've reached the end. We've done it. God damn. That concludes this live, guys. Like, shit, I'm out of here. Almost close to 2 hours. It's insane. But that's what happens when you review an entire movie. I had fun. This movie, again, holds a special place in my heart for the reason, again, Robin Williams was just a big thing for me. Right up there with a bunch of other guys. And yeah, Robin Williams was just always he would just always have a special place in my heart. He's again, may he rest in peace. He did a lot of good work. Again, everything he ever touched was just turned into gold. He brought out the best in people. He knew what to do. He knew what to say when it comes to making people laugh. And that was his gift. That was his gift, to the world. And I will forever be grateful. And I'll always remember him. We still every now and then watch movies where he comes out, and it just it hits me right at home, man. Robin Williams is just one of those people that just he left too soon. I will say that. And got a comment. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm glad you stuck around. Again, it's just it's one of those movies, especially if you're a 90s kid, it's just a good movie. It's a good movie for its time, and it's just, again, Robin Williams, dude. You can't fuck with Robin Williams. You just fucking can't. But yeah, that concludes this live, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, we were doing the Samuel Smith Winter Ale. Very delicious, very smooth, possibly a little bit, just slightly a little anticlimactic, not in a very negative way, but again, I expected a little bit more. I don't know if it was packaging or what, but it's not bad, but it's not the greatest either. But it's 6% ABV, so that makes up for it, I believe. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for sticking around for the whole Jumanji movie review. 1997 Jumanji, to be exact. Let me just get rid of some stuff here. It's a bit noisy. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will... Oh, wait. Before I forget. You know how this works. You know what? I totally never had this on the entire time. Again, I'm multitasking like a motherfucker. Remember... Follow all Booze&Chill social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X or Twitter, whatever you like to call it. Become a Patreon member, just like Sir Alex and Matthew, where you get behind the scenes stuff and making of and stuff that early release stuff and stuff you're just never gonna see anywhere else. I apologize, I haven't been very active lately, but I promise you, there's stuff brewing. There's stuff for brewing. We got some more stuff here. Give me a second. 1995. Yes, thank you. Thank you. What did I say? But thank you. If I fucked up, thank you for correcting me. But yeah, become a Patreon member to get stuff like that. Get early releases, making of, behind the scenes. There's stuff coming, especially because when the new year starts getting closer, I always switch up stuff. So expect that. And if you're a Patreon member, you're gonna get it first. Just saying. And also listen to the Booze&Chill Buzzcast podcast every Wednesday. There's always something to talk about, right? There's always something to talk about. That's what the podcasts are for. Just chat, chill, just have a blast. But again, that is it for that, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. I will see you guys in the next one. How's that saying go? I will see you guys in the... I can't remember. I'll see you guys in the next video. And cheers to you. Thank you all. Love you all. Cheers.